Welcome back to So Lead Saturday. I'm Chibi version of Vaishali Lambe, and today we are talking about AI agents are not magic. The core idea for today is simple. AI agents are powerful only when the workflow is clear. This topic matters because AI is no longer something that sits only inside research labs or innovation teams. It is now entering everyday workflows, business decisions, product roadmaps, leadership conversations, and career planning. But with that growth comes a lot of confusion. We hear big words, exciting demos, and bold predictions. Yet in the real world, success with AI usually comes down to something much more practical. Clarity, workflow design, trust, and measurable value. Let's start with what people often misunderstand. When a new AI trend becomes popular, many people immediately focus on the tool. They ask, which model should I use? Which platform is best? Which app is trending right now? Those questions are useful, but they are not the starting point. The better starting point is, what problem are we solving? Who is affected? What decision needs to improve? And what workflow needs to become easier? That difference matters. A tool-first approach creates scattered experiments. A workflow-first approach creates business value. For example, imagine a team that wants to use AI agents. The first instinct may be to say, let's build an agent that handles everything. But that is usually where things go wrong. A useful agent needs a clear job. It needs boundaries. It needs trusted data. It needs a way to check its work. It needs escalation paths when something is uncertain. Without those pieces, the agent may look impressive in a demo but fail in a real enterprise environment. This is why I often say that AI is not magic. AI is leverage. And leverage only works when it is applied to the right system. Think about a simple business workflow like preparing a weekly status report. A human may collect updates, check project risks, summarize blockers, and send a note to leadership. If we want AI to help, we should not simply ask it to create a report. We should break the workflow down. Where does the data come from? What information is reliable? What needs human judgment? What format does leadership expect? What should happen if the data is missing or contradictory? Once those questions are clear, AI can become extremely useful. It can gather inputs, summarize updates, identify patterns, draft the report, and highlight risks. But a person still reviews the final output, adds context, and makes the judgment call. That is a much stronger design than pretending the AI can magically understand the entire business situation on its own. Now let's connect this to leadership. In the AI era, leaders do not need to know every technical detail, but they do need to ask better questions. They need to ask, where is work repetitive? Where do teams lose time? Where are decisions delayed because information is scattered? Where are employees manually copying, summarizing, formatting, or searching for the same information again and again? Those are the places where AI can create value. But leaders also need to understand risk. If AI is used in the wrong place, it can create confusion, compliance issues, poor decisions, or loss of trust. This is especially important in enterprise environments like banking, healthcare, legal, insurance, human resources, and regulated industries. In these spaces, the question is not only can AI do this, the better question is should AI do this, and under what controls. That is where governance becomes important. Governance does not mean slowing everything down. Good governance creates confidence. It helps teams know what is allowed, what needs review, what data can be used, and how outputs should be evaluated. Without governance, AI adoption becomes chaotic. With too much governance, innovation slows down. The goal is balance. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine a product team working on customer feedback analysis. They receive feedback from support tickets, surveys, emails, app reviews, and sales calls. The team wants to understand what customers are asking for, what problems are repeated, and what features should be prioritized. Without AI, this process can take hours or days. Someone reads through comments, groups themes manually, creates slides, and shares insights. With AI, the team can design a workflow where feedback is collected, cleaned, categorized, and summarized. The AI can identify recurring themes, sentiment patterns, urgent issues, and possible product opportunities. But here is the important part. The AI should not decide the roadmap by itself. The AI provides intelligence. The product team provides judgment. The AI helps the team see patterns faster. The humans decide what matters strategically. That is the right relationship between AI and leadership. AI should amplify human decision making, not replace accountability. For professionals listening to this episode, the takeaway is very practical. Do not only learn AI tools. Learn how work gets done. Learn how decisions are made. Learn how data flows through an organization. Learn where people struggle. Learn how to translate technical capabilities into business outcomes. That translation skill is becoming one of the most valuable skills in the AI economy. People who can explain AI clearly, design useful workflows, evaluate outputs, manage stakeholders, and connect technology to measurable impact will stand out. You do not need to be the deepest machine learning researcher to create value. You do need to understand enough to ask the right questions and build the right systems around the technology. For creators and builders, the same principle applies. If you are using AI for content creation, do not just generate random posts. Build a workflow. Start with the idea. Turn it into a script. Turn the script into a podcast. Turn the podcast into clips. Turn the clips into posts. Turn the posts into a newsletter. Then measure what resonates. AI becomes powerful when it supports a repeatable system. That is exactly the mindset behind building in public. You are not just using AI, you are learning how to create systems around your ideas. Now let's talk about where this is heading. Over the next few years, AI will become more embedded into everyday tools. We will see more co-pilots, more agents, more automated workflows, and more multimodal systems that can work with text, images, audio, video, documents, and structured data. But the winners will not be the people who chase every tool. The winners will be the people who understand how to apply AI responsibly and effectively. The future of work will not be only about humans versus AI, it will be about humans with AI, teams with AI, products with AI, and organizations redesigned around intelligent workflows. That future creates opportunity. It also creates responsibility. We need to think carefully about trust, bias, privacy, security, job design, and the human experience. AI adoption should not make people feel powerless. It should help people focus on higher value work. It should reduce repetitive friction. It should improve clarity. It should help teams make better decisions. So if you are a leader, your action step is this. Pick one workflow where your team spends too much time on repetitive information work. Map the current process. Identify where AI can help. Define what must stay human. Then run a small, measurable pilot. If you are a professional, your action step is this. Choose one AI topic and explain it in simple language to someone outside your field. If you can explain it clearly, you are building the translation skill that the market needs. If you are a builder or creator, your action step is this. Turn one repeated task into a system. Do not aim for perfect automation. Aim for useful assistance. That is the real promise of AI, not magic, not hype, not replacing everyone overnight. The real promise is better systems, better decisions, and better use of human potential. Before we close, remember this. In the AI era, the advantage goes to people who can simplify complexity, connect technology to business value, and build systems that people can actually use. That is what effective AI leadership looks like. Thank you for listening to So Lead Saturday. If this episode helped you think differently about AI and leadership, follow the podcast, share it with someone building in this space, and send me one topic you want me to simplify next. I'm Chibi version of Vaishali Lambe, and I'll see you in the next episode.